If you know the 3-digit extension of the... All
right, let's hit it.
Now time for Roula and Ryan's prank call.
All right, Kevin, how do they reach out to you if they want to prank?
It's krbe.com/prank call requests with an S. I'm happy to prank your friends or family. Just give me
Can they ask for specific characters, Kevin, in the contents?
They can. I may go along with
He
it.
likes to make that decision. The one thing I've learned,
feel this for myself.
like, I will never make this mistake again. I'm like, hey, Kev, have you ever thought about pranking this way? Oh, don't do that. He does not like to be told.
Has anyone ever tried to have you prank someone they hate? Like,
Yes,
because most people are nice. But I know there's like someone that wants to get revenge on somebody.
Absolutely, but you can't really do that because at the end of the call, I'm like, hey, can I put this on Friday?
Yeah, and they
gotta give me permission.
So then Kevin just listens to those at home by himself. Yeah. Like, this was really funny if it could have aired.
Everyone around is...
That was about a good 3 weeks of work of my life. I can't get back. Okay, so krbe.com/prank call requests. What do we have here?
Yadira is on the line to tell us about what's going on today.
Hey guys, I want to prank my fiance of 2 years now. Jay, he got me a ring, but it was too small, so he took it to and I want to prank him. He doesn't know, and I would love to prank him just to get on his nerves.
Okay, so just to clarify, over the past holiday, he did give you a ring. It was too small. He's sending it back to get resized.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you also prank him up the price that it went up? Now he has to pay more. Can you just get him every kind of way? Because he's not a person that gets mad real easily. And I just want to see him blow up.
I want to see him
blow up.
Wow.
I didn't understand what she was saying until I finally spoke to him and realized that he is
really chill?
pretty lighthearted.
Okay.
Laid back.
Let's file this under you have to laugh so you don't cry.
Oh.
Okay, you know when you're in such disbelief that you get the gigs.
Yeah.
You just have to laugh.
Oh, no.
What's end?
So let's call him and tell him what's going on with his ring. Now, this call was made during the freeze, so the belief that a pipe could burst is very valid.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. This is Gary McCubsey. I'm calling from
Yes.
Hey, they actually called me into the office today because they had a pipe break, and so I just went ahead and started getting to work on the paperwork. It looks like yours was destroyed. The pipe freeze and break. It kind of sprayed all over the place.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just confirming because it's hard to read. Do you need this particular ring bigger?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. I did widen it to, I think it says 2 inches here. I can't tell what the paperwork says. So now it can be the toe ring as requested.
Toe ring.
I'm sorry, say that again?
The toe ring request, the 2-inch widening.
No, it's actually, it was going from a 7.5 to a 9 for the engagement ring.
I was wondering how you're going to fit it into a shoe.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear. Well, it's like a hoop earring now. I could smelt it down, but that is an extra, like, $920.
No, I guess, I missed the whole beginning part. You said that there was a freeze and a pipe burst and...
Yes, sir. After you turned in the rig, they print out the paperwork, send it all down to me. I do the resizings, and unfortunately, the pipe did break over my particular area, and so I was trying to figure out what it said, and I went ahead and just started working on it, but I want to call and confirm just before I put it up. I just have to figure out how to make it smaller again. We could smelt it back down and start over again, but it is an extra $920.
Oh, that's... very funny.
I mean, it could be used as a hoop earring now.
Oh, that's actually even funnier. The first part was good, but that one was even funnier.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Do we have a smelter? Okay, they're telling me that I could fold it over a few times, maybe at the bottom here.
Yeah, I think there's like a lot of different things we can now do and make it into a whole bunch of different things.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Let me get pretty creative with it.
Let me put it in the vise again. Okay, hold on. Can you get that? Get it. Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. I think it rolled into the little drain thing. Hold on. Does anyone have a hanger and bubble gum?
Bubble gum doesn't work very well. I've tried that.
4-foot tweezer. It did roll into the little drain here, so hold on 1 second. I can get it out of here. Fish. Do you have a fishing pole? I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. It's not my birthday, but...
No, it's my first day. Do you have insurance? I feel like I was distracted on the ring. Do you have insurance on it?
No, I don't really do the insurance thing. I just got a very good lawyer.
I'm sorry. Do you think she'll notice if we replace it with like a gold-plated plastic and a glass jewel?
It's been 30 years for me to give it to her, so she probably won't even notice that it's not even there at all.
That's probably true. But what about the gold-plated plastic and glass jewel like the demo one? That way you don't have to pay for it.
You're going to give me that one for free?
Yes.
The plastic fake one.
No, it's gold-plated plastic, and it's a glass jewel. It looks just like it, like the demo one.
Oh, now you said it's gold-plated. That makes me even better.
Yes.
I'm going to have to take a...
I could fold it over at the bottom here, and you wouldn't see the folds because they'd be at the bottom of the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not really. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even notice unless she makes a fist.
Right. She might make one when she meets me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think she'll do more than make a fist.
Oh, no. I know it's hard to get here right now. If you would choose something else. I'm so sorry. Like I said, it's my first day, and I'm glad you're real cool about it. I hear you laughing a little bit.
First and last day.
Yeah, my last day. Probably my last day, because this was an expensive one, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. So we can't do a hoop earring. You don't want it as a toe ring.
Nope.
What do you want to do?
Work some magic and get it right back to the way it was, or better.
Or better.
Maybe even bigger. Yeah, maybe bigger diamonds.
Yeah.
Your deer is going to be real bad.
Yeah. He laughs at a lot of stuff, so I don't know. You might be surprised.
She probably going to laugh if she heard you on KRBE on the Roula and Ryan show.
Yeah, she is. She is definitely going to laugh when she hears this.
Hey, it's Special K.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Poor guy.
Man, never thought this
Take a
would ever happen.
Valium?
Oh, I know. What a perfect situation.
You're good.
I couldn't tell if you believe me or not, or you're just so stunned that you had to laugh so you didn't cry.
A little bit of both. Oh, yeah. I had a lot of visuals in my head of what was going on that day.
Do you have a message for Yadira, who set this up and put you on the air today?
Oh, she's got something coming to her.
Okay, it better be a ring that is resized for her perfectly.
She might have another surprise coming.
Oh, it's that plastic one that's gold plated.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her back.
Can you say Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan show?
Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan.
This poor guy was like,
I feel like he was on to you from the get-go.
No, I think he was like, this guy's nuts.
Some people have that nervous laughter.
That was definitely nervous laughter.
You watch a group of people like an Oprah type show,
Like,
and a crowd. Even when Seinfeld was talking about Michael Richards.
Yes. Do you remember that?
The racist comment he made, and then
it was nervous laughter, and Jerry Seinfeld looked at the audience and goes, "Why are y'all laughing?"
But it's just you don't know what to do.
Because he was talking about a racist comment. They go, "Ha! Why are you guys laughing?"
Oh, I remember that.
It was
now.
so awkward.
Yeah.
Also, did he say she'd been waiting for it for 30 years?
Yes. They've been together for a really long time.
That diamond better get bigger when it comes
stunning.
back.
Hey, sometimes it takes you a couple of years longer than the average.
Just a couple.
See, he wouldn't have
decades.
He wouldn't have been dealing
a
with
couple
that
decades
crap.
longer.
2 decades.
If he'd gone to Diamond Cutters International.
that would have happened.
Everybody has a comment for all things. Like, that is absurd. That's a good question.
Absurd. That's a word I don't hear very often.
Who's the longest one waiting for that ring?
After 10 years, unless
you
you're
just kind of don't think it's going to happen anymore, right?
You're just happy with
okay.
the way it's going to be.
Or you got the ring, and that was just like a stay-in placeholder, and we're not actually going to get married.
It's 30 years. That means they're probably in
their
their 50s then.
If they started in their 20s, yeah.
So
that's a long time to be.
I mean, then you're common law, right?
Yeah, common law.
Maybe she does want a toe ring, Kevin. So go to krve.com/prank call requests, and Kevin will get on it with his prank calls, and he has a variety of things to help him along to make the person you want to believe this is not a prank a prank. Coming up next, Rania Mankarious from Crime Stoppers is visiting the studio. We always have nice check-ins with Crime Stoppers to keep us up to date on what we need to be looking out for. We've had a lot to talk about with her these last 24 hours.
Especially, after yesterday's Roula and Ryan's roses and the
call
fear.
we got today about we got a lot of texts about Facebook dating not having good results. Very dangerous.
Never
results.
even heard of it
It's
before
pretty
yesterday.
new last few years.
Is that like missed connections on Craigslist?
I don't even know where this
Is that the same thing as saying I met him on Craigslist? Because that's always a red flag. What? You went on Craigslist? Is that even possible still? I don't know.
I don't know if it is.
I don't know if it is anymore.
Craigslist took all its.
We're going to find out
stuff
more
off.
information from Rania next in studio on KRBE.
Is Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam. As big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to NRG Stadium February 1st through 2nd and the 8th.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
104.1 KRBE. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, my friends, it is a very important time here on the Roula and Ryan Show because, we love to have fun. It's Friday. Everyone's feeling good, but we also want to make you aware of things that are going on in the community. And who better to do that than Rania Mankarious from Crime Stoppers?
Good morning, Rania.
My favorite place to be. You
I
guys
know.
it's my favorite place.
I know. Rania is amazing, and we cannot say enough times on this show. Anybody who's an administrator, part of a PTA, a parent of a child you love in a school, Crime Stoppers will come to your school for free.
Why
to
wouldn't
talk
you?
to the kids on their level, in their language, about online
that's
safety, predators,
important.
things to look out for, walking home from school, walking to school, what to do after school when you're alone, what to do online. So many things, Rania. So many
Everything
things.
that touches a child we've studied from K through 12 and want to ensure that they're going to be safe, whether they engage in it, whether they face it, whether it catches them by surprise, whatever it might be.
Rania, I think what's so important is that you talk to them on a level that really connects. Like, it's not condescending.
No, yes.
I remember
It's not
what it was
Snorville.
like.
It's not Snorville.
I remember what it was like to be a
Checkoutville,
kid. You're like, oh, God. Oh, yeah, they're going to talk to us about blah, blah, blah. But you do it in a way where it's very engaging. And it resonates.
And I'm not out there every single day talking to kids, but I've had the pleasure of going and speaking to students, and I love that feeling of having them kind of just sit there. And then as I start talking, I can see them like, engaged, because we're talking about real things, and we have a very unique approach. We're not saying don't live in the real world. We're not saying put all technology away and never touch anything and never do. We don't want them to be paranoid. We want to say these are the facts. You are going to face it. How do we do it where you stay safe? Super simple.
The best thing I have learned from Rania Mankarious as a mother is that we cannot stop our kids from doing social media. We can't stop them. If you try to stop them, they're going to just do it behind your back.
They're doing it alone.
You have to just guide them on and show them the way of here's what you need to do to be safe. Come to me if something looks off.
Yes.
Come to me if you see something that's inappropriate. Just shut it off and come tell me. You just communicate, and let them know you might see something that's not appropriate. Just let me know. This is not a safe space as much as you think it is.
Yes.
And we talked about the Safe School program, and now you have the Million for Million campaign. Tell us what the Million for Million campaign is.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. So because we're in the schools, and we've been in the schools since 1997, and we see all the things kids have to deal with. There's like a fear, am I going to be safe in my school campus? There's violence. There's, okay, you're giving me this medicine, or a pill, or it's an Advil, or it's an Adderall, but could it be laced with fentanyl? Am I going to drop dead in a second? There's stuff online. It is constant bombardment, hateful, negative, violent things online all the time, exploitation all the time. So about 2 years ago, I really started to think of this dream. Like, what if we use the full reach of Crime Stoppers, partnered with our greatest partners, KRBE and others? You guys are are like just the best
Hey, look,
in every single way.
We all love our kids. We want them to be safe.
You guys are the best. And so what if we partner, go arm in arm, and create this massive campaign to reach 1 million children for safety in 1 year?
1
we
million
hit
in
them
1 year.
across every platform. We create digital shorts. We push pertinent information that's like month sensitive, like January's Human Trafficking Month, but also time sensitive if something arises. And we are constantly bombarding them with positive public safety information that's shareable.
Wait, can I tell you the last time you were here?
You want to share?
Yes, that's shareable. The last time Rania was here behind the scenes, which, by the way, if you follow me at Radio Roula on Instagram, excuse me, I have it going live on Instagram, on my Instagram, because I wanted the people that I know to see Rania who don't live here, because I have a lot of people that follow me outside.
Okay.
But the thing that you said last time, we were like, I'm the one that's at night when my kids are asleep, I go to their phones and I look at pictures of laughing babies and cute puppies.
Yes, I changed the algorithm.
And I started doing that.
Yes.
I started to my kid's phone.
By the way,
cute babies, laughing babies, and cute puppies.
Puppies, and for those of us, with significant others, it's like how to show your wife you love her, how to show your wife she's the best, get best gifts for your wife.
Your husband's getting that all the time now.
That is so
I'm
funny.
sending you flowers today. I'm like, really?
Oh my
that's
goodness.
But in 2025,
By design.
we want to make this our goal to work with Crime Stoppers, have you on more, even have us join you at some of the pep rallies and some of the schools that you go to.
Million for Million campaign. 1 million kids in 1 year. On all platforms to reach 1 million kids.
I think this is a fantastic goal. Rania, what is something right now that you really would like to stress? Like, this is what we need to be watching out for.
Is there anything new, or is it the same?
It's all the same, and the problem is the formats are changing.
What is the leading fear that we need to be looking
right now?
out for?
We are really concerned with, and I hate to put one above the other, but we're really concerned with the changes in AI, because for the longest time we tell kids don't send inappropriate photos, make sure you never send, and then it changed. And a few months ago I was here and I was saying, kids, don't even send a regular photo of yourself because it can be manipulated and made to. But now we're seeing kids saying, but I was FaceTiming with this person. I was FaceTiming with this person. I thought it was a new girlfriend, and it's not. It's
a bot.
It's a bot. But they're FaceTiming. They're talking. They
so
see
the
a
AI
human.
actually, it's like a CGI'd person, and they can talk.
I mean, it's
you.
real.
It looks like a real person.
It literally looks like a real person. I've seen some of the videos. I'm like, how do you? That is a real
that
person.
makes my head explode, Rania, because it's like there's no safe place. Then how?
It goes back to our original premises. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And I tell kids when I do go into schools, I don't care if you feel like you're getting married tomorrow. You're 13, 14, 15. You're so in love. You're getting married tomorrow. No nudity online.
Oh, God,
no nude photos, no inappropriate photos. No, I don't care. I don't care what the scenario, how long you've been talking, chatting, what they love you, what they're doing.
Nope.
No, that's go back to the core, go back to the base, because at this point, we don't know what we're dealing with.
And deleting does nothing.
Deleting is pointless.
No.
Deleting has actually no value. Yeah,
it's there.
It's there for everybody.
If you're
else.
just tuning into the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE, we have Rania Mankarious in the studio. She is from Crime Stoppers, and we always love to talk about Crime Stoppers because there are so many platforms on their website that can help you in all facets of what's going on in your world. If you feel like you've been compromised, a crime has been committed against you, you feel like, where do I go to report this? crime-stoppers.org. For years as a Houstonian, it has been bred into your brain about 713-222-TIPS.
Oh, yeah.
TIPS is what you call if you want to report something for school safety. If you see something, say something. Just yesterday in the news, there was a story of a gun on a campus that another kid reported that they saw the gun, which I immediately thought of you because you talk about how many instances have been defaulted because of the fact that somebody said something.
And kids especially are the first line of intelligence. For a long time, when people talk about school safety, they'd overlook the kids. They'd say well, what should police do? What should the blah, blah, blah do? What shouldn't I say? We'd say, wait a minute. Start with the kids. They're the first line of intelligence. They are sort of the army of defense for their school, and they are where the problems can arise. And once you educate kids, which is the whole premise of my theory, once you educate kids, they are actually going to rise up and stand up because they too want to be safe. They just need to be treated with respect. They need to understand the full issue, all the issues, and be given that chance to stand up.
A lot of people are texting, they want Crime Stoppers to come to their school, but their parents, they're not principals and stuff. So what do you recommend to parents listening that hear this today? Do they call their school?
How do they
send an email? Do they get a PTO? What's the best way?
The best way to get it, and it's always free, is to call your school and to say, as a parent, we'd like this program in the schools. By the way, we satisfy state mandates. So if it's a public school specifically, they need to have this type of education, and we do it for free. We're going to come in, we're going to take everything off the backs of the teachers. We don't come in and hand the teacher a curriculum and say, now you do this. No, we will come in, we will do it. We can do a rally, we can do, gym class, we can do whatever.
I think that's fantastic. Now, you work with the schools. Would you ever consider like small groups, say a bunch of concerned parents got together?
Like a neighborhood watch?
She does PTA meetings. I've seen her.
Yes.
at
Well, that's
PTA
what I was
meetings.
wondering.
Yes.
Maybe
not even schools,
a group of 10 parents and their kids, and like, hey,
Absolutely.
can we talk to you?
Absolutely. Now I've started to do, because we have parents, like I have a base in Boston, New York. Like I'll have parents say, can we set up a Zoom?
Oh,
Will
yeah.
you just meet us on a Saturday?
That's
We're going to
great.
jump on a Zoom, and I'm happy to do it. This is my mission. And I don't know why it is what it is, but I love it so much, and I want to keep doing it. So yes, we'll come to small groups. We do NCL, we do others, we do youth groups, we'll do whatever, and then I will do Zooms with
Can we
you.
focus here on
It's crime-stoppers.org, by the way, to find out how
human
to set it up for the
Yeah,
schools.
let's talk about human trafficking, because you're talking about neighborhoods and that.
Yes.
Like my wife was like, she didn't want her kids riding their bikes. From hearing those
I know, it's
stories,
so scary. Or even having your kids walk the dog.
like on the
You're
sidewalk out there, they
scared.
just
Well,
see that.
Rania, you're smiling because you know the story behind the scenes. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. That my partner and I, we witnessed something. We thought it was human trafficking. We went through 3 different police, local. Bottom line is, long story short, I actually called Crime Stoppers, and y'all are so easy to talk to and so easy to use. I simply uploaded the picture, and you guys got on the case immediately. I could not believe
And you
how
called Crime
easy.
Stoppers. You didn't call Rania. You just called Crime Stoppers.
you called Crime
I
Stoppers,
called
yeah.
the main number.
Anyone
Yeah.
can do that.
Yep. No, it's something we have to be aware of. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Let me just put it this way. A predator's greatest gift is an uninformed child and an uninformed person. That is a gift to a predator. So let's just digest the information. It is a real issue. It's happening everywhere. Houston and Texas are number 1 or 2 for this problem, depending on the time of year. We've got to understand that predators are out there and they're lurking. They're looking for kids online. They're looking for, you guys were talking about Facebook dating app.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
lot of that.
Which none of us even knew existed.
Somebody on our
weeks
show
ago.
last week or a couple weeks ago had come to our show because they met somebody through Facebook dating. But I feel like the last 2 days, it's been really negative about these bad experiences from meeting these people who are doing you harm.
For me, we always say we don't want to be paranoid, but we want to think this through.
Yeah.
A person that really wants to date you and going to take the time to sit with you and meet you at a bar and blah and talk, that takes a lot of time. If you go through an app, and by the way, or let me hold that. I'll say that in a second. If you go through an app, you can accelerate things very quickly. Because
and that's the society we live in. We're in an ADD world where we want everything instantaneous.
Yes.
Don't want to go through all that.
The predator can get you fast. Let's go out today. Take this drink. I mean, I was screaming in my car, don't drink it. But then at the same time, at that point, you feel like you've done your work. You feel like, he's nice. I got in the car with him. Like I'll always tell kids, like, you know what? You're going to go on a date, even college girls, like meet them there. Meet them there. Don't get in their car. Meet them there. Meet them there. But then let's talk about apps, because people always say, well, what are the most dangerous? Is it because it was Facebook and it's not vetted?
What is the most dangerous dating app?
Or is there
one in
Are they all
particular?
just-
If your child likes landscaping and is on a landscaping app and it can connect them to strangers, it becomes the most dangerous dating app.
Okay.
That's
Good
what
point.
I want people
It
to
could be
think
Roblox,
about.
it could be anything.
Yes.
It
Anything.
can be anything, because anywhere a predator can jump on and talk to you or your children or anybody else, you now have a negative, dangerous
Are there
potential.
predatory organizations? Like, we know that there are individual sex
Yes.
predators.
Cartels doing
but
this,
I was
or-
wondering if there's like a cubicle farm, like when they're soliciting. Like, are
you
there
hear about the
groups?
sting operations? The cops had busted up this sting. What is the organization that was responsible? Is there
Are
something
they just
that
like
we, that
lone?
we
Are
need
they
to
just
know?
like one person doing this, or is this a whole group?
Well, I'll tell you, Joyce Sewing from the Houston Chronicle and I were just talking, and I'm trying to remember the app she was telling me, but she might write a story on it. But it is where a group of predators literally go. The case out of France is what got her attention or got her looking into us. That woman.
The woman whose husband had put her up online to
So
consistently be.
this is there are common groups where it's like, I'll give you access to my daughter, I'll give you access to my wife, I'll give you access to my sister.
Oh my God.
So and there were thousands of people on this app saying, hey, did you upload the video? Or, hey, how can I meet them? Or how do I show up? Look at the girl on OnlyFans who slept with over 1,000 people. What's going on with society?
People lined up.
Mothers pulling their sons out.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
What's going on for views and clicks?
Good Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
And at the end of the day, what's that going to get you? Nothing.
a disease and heartbreak.
Yes.
Yeah. And
a ruined life.
A ruined life.
Yeah.
We're talking to Rania Mankarious from Crime Stoppers here on the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE. You go to crime-stoppers.org. You can also, I want to get out your personal Instagram because you have a lot of stuff on there. Go ahead and tell everybody your personal.
It's at the Rania Report, and it's RANIA. The Rania Report.
Rania has these journals, guys, for teens. It's the Teens Ultimate Guide to Smart, Safe, and Healthy Online Living. There are 3 different kinds. I'm going to show them here on Instagram Live. There's the Tug. It's called the Tug Journal,
Oh,
and
those
you
are
can
cute.
give these to your kids. There's 3 different kinds. Give these to your kids. Tell us about the Tug Journal, Rania.
So I had written the book, The Online World, which you think you know and what you don't, and I've spoken to so many people about it, and I love it. And then parents came back and said, "Well, how do I have you sort of raise my not raise, but help them through this area through online safety?" And so I decided to write this. I actually worked with my kids, and they said we all use journals now. We're back to sort of paper, and so it's a journal. They can take their daily notes, weekly notes, use it for private stuff, use it for school. But every day is me telling them something at the bottom, like, hey, don't forget to turn off location, or hey, maybe we could put a time limit on being online this week.
Like this one, just random page I went to. See, the page is blank, and then the bottom has the little tip.
Yeah, it's like a legit.
So every day you're writing something.
I
This
love
tip
that.
is just says
You can't hack paper.
I like this, like, what am I celebrating right now? And then write down what it is.
Yeah, or this little tip at the bottom says, if a product or online quote deal seems too good to be true, it likely is.
Yes.
Kids and teens can be easy targets for scams.
And adults.
Kids need to know that.
Elders.
Yes.
Right? Or what online trends are most impacting you right now? Take a moment to list them, reflect on them. Like what's impacting your life right now? Make a list of that.
So it's positive and negative. Because again, I know kids are going to be online, and I want it to be online. I just want you to be safe.
Teens
Rania,
Ultimate Guide.
I want to
Tug
ask
Journal.
you something very important. So there are people out there that are listening, and maybe they are a trafficked victim at this very moment. How do you guys help them?
So
Can they reach out to you and say, rescue me from this?
absolutely. Absolutely. They can call Crime Stoppers. They can call 911. If they're in an active situation, we obviously want to get police involved right away. The point is, there's so many groups that will step up today, this moment, and help rescue
I think
you.
they're worried because they don't see a way out. And
Or sometimes they can't, right? Because they're controlled.
And we want them to know that not only can we help get you out safely, we can get you standing on your feet. We can get you the resources you need, whether it's education, even a place to go. There are treatment facilities. And it's not just us, obviously, not Crime Stoppers, but it's the partnerships we have with other organizations.
So many organizations you can put them with.
So many groups, churches that want to help, families that want to support you. I mean, it is endless because as much as there's bad in the world, we talk about it, but that's the minority. The majority, we want to help protect, love, care, build up, lift up everybody.
Yep.
From text at 37530, a really great question. Will you please ask Rania, how old is the age to let our children go to the bathroom by themselves at a restaurant, movie theater, etc.? This has been
I love this
a thorn in
question.
my side because I am that mom of the middle-aged year kids. Now
I
they're
love
like
this
so
question.
big, but they're not big. What's the age,
Okay,
Rania?
so I'll tell you what I do. Okay, my whole thing for every question, like when can they go trick-or-treating alone? When do you get them a cell phone alone? When do they go to the bathroom alone? Is my 3-pronged rule: age, maturity, and honesty. Depending on their age, you have an honest conversation. You know, if you go to the bathroom alone, honey, what would you do if man walked in or a woman walked in or a stranger walked in or whatever? And you look at their response. Their maturity is going to give you an indication of if they're ready to go alone. Now, what I still do, because I'm a crazy person, is my oldest daughter specifically, around 10, she's very mature. She said, Mommy, I want to go to the bathroom and I can go alone. I said, that's fine. We're going to FaceTime. We are going to FaceTime the whole time. I don't need to see. I just need to see your face. You can even have me looking at the ceiling. We're going to FaceTime the whole time. And that way I can hear if somebody talks to her or if she feels uncomfortable.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's not odd for a mom and a child because I'm not saying let me see you go to the bathroom. And by the way, a mom can't see their kid go to the but I'm like, I just need to see your face. I need to see your eyebrows or the ceiling. I need to hear you. And and you can talk to me if you need me, and I'm with you, but you have your independence. And
So if your child's old enough to have a phone, because my son doesn't have a phone, and I'm like constantly looking for family bathrooms because he's 10, and I do not want him in a men's restroom alone.
yeah,
he doesn't have a phone.
So
I just
when
have
it's
to-
a boy, do you stand outside?
No, I find a family restroom, or I take him in with the women's with me, and I have no shame in my game. I do not care.
You shouldn't.
I will not let my 10-year-old son be in a men's restroom by himself, and I will go to the door and go, hello?
Yeah.
Hello? If there's a man in there, he's not going in.
And you know what?
At least women have stalls, like, the problem is with guys.
Yeah, it's just a
They have
big open
urinals. When you put a
space.
girl in there, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Mama bears and protecting our children, we're all the same, and we have to be, because one incident can really create a harmful effect in
Totally,
lives we never
totally.
want.
We could talk to Rania for hours, but we don't have that much time. But we will have her back as much as we can. It is our goal to help you get the million to million.
I mean, thank you for
the million
doing
for
this,
million,
because
a million kids in a year. We're
This
going to
isn't
reach
about
them.
scaring people. It's about educating
them. Yes, like you said, the biggest gift to a predator is the uninformed child, the uninformed person, the uninformed elder.
Yes,
is the biggest gift to the predator.
What's your Instagram again? People are asking.
It's at the Rania Report, and Rania is RANIA.
And that's
the
where you can
Rania
find the
Report.
Tug Journal too.
Yes, the Tug Journal's on Amazon, and again, the covers are fun because this is actually safe and cute and
It is.
inspiring
It
and
is.
protection. It's
Very
all
cute.
about everything good.
Teens Ultimate Guide, Smart, Safe, and Healthy Online Living. Find it on Amazon. The Tug Journal, crime-stoppers.org.
And hopefully we'll
and
be
the
joining
Rania
you
Report.
out at some of the schools.
Yes.
We want to make that like once a month, one of us going out there, the group going
That'd
out
be
there,
great.
us.
The best presentation we've had is you guys were there. I used that screenshot. I think you saw it in one of the present. That screenshot of you guys speaking at one of the schools, Fort Bend ISD, is forever in my presentation.
Aw, I love
I
it.
love
I
it.
love it. Thank you so
guys.
much,
Thank
Rania.
you, Crime Stoppers. Thanks you.
I hope you get lots of traffic today, finding
Thank you.
all these school administrators and parents like, how can we get them to our school? How can we get them to our school? I
This is
hope
on
y'all are very
podcast
busy
too.
today.
If you want to, maybe you dropped your kids off 10 minutes ago. You can play this for them later this afternoon or this weekend. It gives you a way in to talk about this with your family.
That's right. So it is crime-stoppers.org. Thank you so much, Rania.
Thank
God
you.
bless
Thank
you
you,
guys.
guys.
Happy
Thank you.
weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy
Everything.
weekend. All right, coming up next, we have an Academy Award nominee now that we play on KRBE regularly. Wow. Did you see that news? We'll talk about it next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
I am proud to introduce
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
Brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. And yesterday we were talking about the Academy Award nominations that had come down. You can see the whole list at Oscars.com. But Ariana Grande has now been crowned the title Oscar nominee for Wicked. Ariana Grande for Best Supporting Actress.
Sam and Cat?
Yeah.
I can't believe that the girl from that little Nickelodeon show went on to become an Academy Award nominee.
And let's be honest, the weight is not on her side. She did not get the Golden Globe. There's no buzz about her getting it. So, all the buzz is all about Demi Moore getting it because Demi Moore got the Golden Globe.
She'll get it.
But
Probably.
it would be one of those shockers if she did get it. You'd be like, whoa, holy cow.
Is she competing against her co-host?
Cynthia Erivo is up for Best Actress.
Okay, I didn't know they
And if
canceled each
Cynthia
other
Erivo
out,
gets
but-
it, she'll get an EGOT because she already has an Emmy, a Grammy, and a Tony.
And she's coming here,
So
right?
all she needs is the Oscar.
To Houston.
When is she? I don't know the
What is she
date.
doing, Irvin? Here, jump on that mic.
Hop on that mic.
She's going to be performing with the Houston Symphony in
Oh,
April.
that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
That's right. I think, y'all, the Houston Symphony does a lot of stuff. People do not realize how cool it is. There are iconic movies that they are constantly playing the live
How does that work?
music
I love
soundtracks
that. Do you
to.
actually watch the movie and
Yes.
hear the dialogue, and then they have the music?
Yeah, so what they'll
yeah.
do is they'll take
That's
the
cool.
movie and they just mute the soundtrack, and then the orchestra performs the music, the soundtrack music.
So you're watching
You
like
hear
Star
the dialogue.
Wars.
I've done this before, yeah.
That's cool.
So you're watching, exactly. Star Wars is a perfect example where you get that dun, 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 dun,
That'd be awesome.
and it's live, and it's amazing. It sounds so intense.
I mean, how many shows have I been to live where I just still can't believe that I'm hearing that happening live? Like, it doesn't connect unless you're sitting right there and you can see them. Like I've done a lot of different shows.
In plays, they put them down in the pit.
Yeah, they're
Or
in the pit.
Broadway.
Oh, that's how they do
But
it,
you're
yeah.
like, wow, that's like actually happening right now. Like somebody might go, if they if they had some
I do
issue.
it
or
once in a while just to let you know it's live.
Yeah, it's live. Okay, so let me talk about Camila Cabello. There's a whole bunch of shade happening right now with a lot of people saying, oh my God, Camila Cabello, how did she not sell out this arena in Atlanta?
Did you see that, Kev?
No.
And anybody see these pictures?
Look at the
Okay.
photos, look at-
So there's these pictures of Camila Cabello, and she's on stage in Atlanta at the State Farm Arena. And see, there's like almost nobody there. And everyone's like, what the heck? The night before, Lil Wayne was there, and it was sold out. How does she not sell this out? What a complete waste of time. What is this event? Well, her supporters and her fans were quick to come to her defense and say, this is not an event that was sold to the public. It's not like Camila Cabello, one night only, let's go see her in Atlanta. It was a corporate event she'd been hired for. It was a private event. So imagine if you're working for some company and they're like, hey, guys, we're taking all 100 of us to the Toyota Center on a Tuesday at 2 p.m. because that's when they don't have an event happening. And we're going to be in the lower bowl and there's a surprise.
I think a lot of people don't realize that money talks and you can hire pretty much anybody. I think Maroon 5 has done some corporate events.
Many.
You know,
Christmas parties here for law firms and whatnot downtown.
Yeah, you play for like 200 people and they pay you $2 million.
He's joining The Voice again.
Oh, Adam Levine?
Yeah, I saw a trailer for a preview.
I'm sure he is.
Adam and Blake
easy
back
paycheck,
together.
honey.
It's a bad press there a few months ago. Remember last year?
Why?
Yeah, because
Wasn't he stepping out?
Something happened.
oh God, was it something with harassment or something?
One of those.
Ooh.
I got to go through the files in my head.
There's a few things in there with the woke thing.
Something.
They went after
There
him.
was some little bit of embroiled in controversy.
I think this is good now because he's
we
back
don't
in The
remember
Voice
off our
next
heads.
year.
But yes, The Voice is always the easy paycheck. Why not? Sit in the chair, turn it around, let's go.
I would.
Look at this. They even have a website, Maroon 5. You can hire them.
Yeah, everybody's
How
for
much?
hire.
How much?
Mariah Carey's for hire. Everybody's for hire. Why not?
Well, we get our money together.
They get flown out there. They get paid for it, the hotel,
Eric,
the
you're covering
entourage,
me.
the private jet, and they get like $1 million for 2 hours, an hour and a half, and then they're out of there.
Wild.
Wow.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Oh, I just got it. So they range, Maroon 5, between $1.5 million to $2 million
Never mind.
for a private
I'll just get
event.
a cover band or something.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, Maroon 4.
Less guys.
Alex Bregman remains a free agent, but now there's a report that the Astros and the third baseman are talking again, and the door's open for him to return to Houston.
Well, of course the door's always open.
Did you hear
but
what
money
might
talks.
happen?
You
What?
listen to this.
Who's going to play left field?
Now tell me.
So it
Jose
would mean,
Altuve.
Yeah, it would mean a position change for Jose Altuve. If Bregman
Does
came
he
back
want
to
this?
Houston, he could stay at third base with, let's see, Isaac Paredes?
Close enough.
Moving to second base, and Altuve moving to, I know, my pronunciation is atrocious. Altuve would move to left field.
But what would happen is he would, like on road games, they'd take turns. Like he could
You'll
play
be
left
second
field, he could play
baseman or
second, and that guy could DH here because he's really good. Paredes, I can never say it either, Ryan. He could be the DH during the home games.
Okay.
There's ways around this, and then he can also play first base. He's very he can play
Versatile.
There was some
Yeah.
dumb AI story that really, it looked real. It had hundreds of comments, and it was a picture of Bregman and saying, oh, the Astros are so happy they made it work with Bregman, and Bregman signed for this. And I'm like, what? I didn't see this come across a timeline. So I went to the comments, of course, straight to the comments. People are like, oh, yes, I'm so excited. Yes, Bregman. And then 5 comments are like, this is a bunch of bull crap. This is AI bot inspired story. This hasn't happened yet.
I know we're doing roundtable next. I have speaking of comments, In-N-Out Burger.
Mm-hmm.
They said something yesterday. I had me laughing because it's something I complain about them all the time.
Okay.
So does Ahmad does too. Some people do too. So I want to read some of the comments that people had fighting with In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, I love that.
And then you're going to be hungry for food. All right, we'll be right back on the Roula and Ryan Show.
From the Bell